There's explanation. Lotus is the only character that I don't like. I kind of really like her. She's a badass. Junpei remained silent and thought. Snake's hypothesis didn't satisfy him. Jun's bracelet was flipped. Even if that were possible, then there would be two number 9 bracelets. And if that were the case... Alright, that's enough talking. Let's go. It's high time we went through that door. You won't say to cricket? I actually have eaten a cricket before. Door 9 opened. They leapt through. The dead was directly in front of them as they came through the door. Quickly, they scanned their bracelets. I don't have a problem with the 9th man, because the 9th man was... I'm trying to concentrate, Kyle! The 9th man was tricked by Ace into going through that door. Thank you, Kyle. You inhaled a butterfly? No! What if it was my friend? You ate my friend! You ate my friend! And the detonator stopped. Phew. After pausing for a moment to catch their collective breath, Junpei and his companions headed down the long hallway in front of them. I meant Patrick. Did I say Patrick? I meant Kyle. What did I say, Mudu?
Good job.
I
think you said dial.
I'm so concentrated in this. I need to finish this game today. Sure, that butterfly wanted to be free from your mouth, please. How dare you, Cleffa? Junpei and his companions headed down the long hallway in front of them. I meant Patrick. I meant Kyle. At the end was a set of stairs leading down into the ship. It looked as though they led all the way to the bottom deck. Well, that's your fault for eating one. They looked down. It didn't seem to be flooded. After deciding it was safe, they headed down the stairs. Before long, Junpei and his companions found themselves on the bottom deck. This is not... No, this is Patrick!
Oh dear, here we go.
And I am not a Krusty Krab! Before long, Junpei and his companions found themselves on the bottom deck. They turned left into another hallway, at the end of which they found another door. And of course, there was a symbol engraved in the keyhole. It looked like a sort of harpoon one would it looked like the sort of harpoon one would use to hunt fish, the kind with 3 prongs. Snake traced the shape of it with his fingers.
Is that Neptune?
Yep, it's Neptune.
Okay, I was like, I think it's Neptune based on the trident look.
Yeah. There must be a key around here somewhere. Neptune key. All Junpei had was the Uranus key card. Not the same planet. Not even the same sort of key. I had a nosebleed and you said, no! Clearly, it wasn't going to open this door. After examining the door for a few more minutes, they gave up and headed back the way they'd come. With a little more searching, they found a metal door. To the side of it was a card reader. I'm getting a weird deja vu from Kyle. Me too.
Honestly, you said that last time.
Yeah.
And look what happened.
Okay. Thank you, Kyle. It says, okay, one last one for real, then not for another 2 weeks. Thank you, Kyle. Oh my god, Kyle. This is amazing. Thank you so very much. Were you learning water gun? To the side of it was a card reader. A symbol was engraved into the card reader. It matched the arena symbol and the key card Junpei was carrying. This is the place. He muttered to himself. You probably were learning metronome and used it unconsciously, and that's why you started bleeding. Because you tried to use water gun, but it didn't work. He muttered to himself and slid the card through the reader. It does if it knows metronome, that's what I said! It beeped once, and the light on it turned green. With a heavy metal groan, the door creaked open. Junpei, Clover, and Snake looked at one another, nodded, and stepped through. Cleffa used sleep talk metronome. The room they found themselves in was full of books. It looked remarkably like a library. Not the sort of library where a large number of people came to read books, or the sort of library that was simply a place to store books. He felt a little overwhelmed by the sheer number of books, but Junpei did his best to speak with authority. Alright, if we want to get through that door out there, we need to find the Neptune key. I say we split up and look for it. Okay, very well. Sure thing. So how much do you really need to make sure you can go to Magnets? To Magnets for sure. I need to pay for the plane ticket. I need to pay for the hotel. And I already paid for the passes. I'm a special snowflake, so I don't really know how much I need. I know that to make sure that I can go and eat, I need 1,000. It's just that it's obviously 999 for now because it's 999. So it's too much the game. So I don't remember how much was the plane ticket. Freaking Magfest. How does it work? He felt a little overwhelmed by the sheer number of books, but Junpei did his best to speak with authority. Everyone slid up. Good, let's get started then. We don't have a lot of time. Hurry. Alice sleeps in a small chamber past the Forest of Knowledge. As he began his search, for reasons he didn't fully understand, Junpei felt those particular words float through his mind. Where is Macfest? Macfest, it's in not DC, in Baltimore. Baltimore? Around that area. It's just that... give me a second, I can search for it because I have my phone with me right now. And time really doesn't pass in this. Magfest. Not Maggots. Magfest. 2017 event. We don't have time. Wasted 30 minutes trying to figure out who is Zero. It's in the National Harbor. It's National Harbor, Maryland. So around Baltimore-ish. It's the thing is that I have to pay a plane ticket to go from Costa Rica all the way to the US. So yeah, good job for living in another country. Okay, anyway, let's start looking. There's a note on that table. Lights to the books. Huh? What does that mean? Interesting. Well, intelligence often hides itself in darkness. Still 4 hours away if I right. Have you ever thought about the pages of a book? Each page only sees, maybe 2 or 3 minutes of light before the reader is on it? Onto the next? You live in Costa Rica? Yeah, I am actually a Costa Rican that lives in Costa Rica that travels all the way to the US. Where does it live? It lives in West Virginia. They spend the rest of their lives locked in darkness, rather like myself. That's horrible. Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining, not at all. I live in the darkness, yes, but that has gifted me with the ability to catch the truths others might miss. You live in a big rock? Is it Texas? I can hear the voices hidden in the darkness, you might say. The handrail is made of metal. Oh, that's a handrail thing. Okay, so we can go down. Oh, Jesus. Scaffold in the shape of a cross. Kids' books. It looks like a children's story about the Native Americans. Don't you think a random book like this, that is kind of suspicious? You live in the Northeast? So you live in Long Island. I'm a Latino mush race, like me. Oh, look, it's a book about Native Americans. Let's search it. This one has a Native Americans on the cover. Hey, Junpei, take a look at this one. Native Americans, huh? Maybe it's got some... Whoa! If we look at it this way... What's that? This one's one of them pop-up books? LRK. That doesn't mean anything, does it? Well, you can make KRL. Long Island is close to where I live. It's a pop-up book! Yeah. Like Curl or Carl. Whoop. What's that? Hellenism? I think it's some fusion of Greek and Oriental culture. Permian creatures seems a little fancy for some kind of historic critter. Not to mention, most of them were likely reptiles and amphibians. Without hair, I can't imagine they had much need of perms. Oh, 7. That's got nothing to do with this. Looks like this one says cultural heritage of Rome. But that's gonna be serious inheritance tax. Oh my god. A history of Buddhism. History of medieval period. Maybe it's about Sir Lancelot? Isn't he just a story? I don't think you're gonna find a guy who didn't really exist in a history book. Oriental history. Maybe this one's about China's 4,000 years of history or something? Hey, Chinese history and Oriental history aren't the same thing. This one's called History of the Western World. Well, I'd assume it's about European history. Yeah, just gonna leave it at that, Snake? Doesn't seem like you. Aww, freaking pop-ups. Now they got 2 books now? Yep. Hey, look at this. This is called the Greek mythology. Damn, that thing's huge. Can't imagine anyone actually read through the whole thing. Pretty sure it just put me to sleep. I'd actually like to read it. Made out of metal. Yeah, I know. Energy theory, development of nanotechnology, technology materials, interaction between shortwave energy and matter. What else we've got? Just listening to you read those titles is giving me a headache. Can't say fancy technology stuff and I get along real well. Gotta go. Okay. Good night, Kyle. Thank you. Keep on talking about that stuff and you're gonna put me to sleep. Black hole hypothesis, gamma ray astrophysics. I guess this bookshelf has an astronomy theme. Oh. What's the deal with these titles? They're all just gibberish. Hey, what if we switch them around? Switch them? Yeah. If we move them around, maybe they'll spell something. Oh. I get it. Yeah, heck, it's worth a shot. I'm gonna say... no. I tried to spell... Hi, Maya, hello! Hello! I tried to spell nope. But it wasn't that. What about if we spell... find? Open here, find... bulb? Who's bulb? Long before Facebook. Jesus Christ, pop-ups. I hate pop-ups. Specifically when I was a kid because I thought they were real. And then when I learned they weren't, I was so annoyed. So annoyed. How about this? Looks like I put those books together in the right order and opened this thing right here. Right? Yeah, that was a piece of cake. Hooray! Bulbasaur, of course. Oh yes, I forgot.